Hey friends, today we are talking on this tutorial about how to create beautiful split galleries within our website to showcase our testimonials. And this works on websites with index pages, and be sure to go read the post on my blog right here about this because I dive into what kind of template you need to make this work and how it affects the rest of your website. So for the purpose of this post, we are going to be talking about this style, how I have set up, oop, that's my test one. Let's go ahead and just move that out of here for a second so you can see how I actually have it set up on my website. I have mine as the split gallery and I simply love it. I use stock photos, that's all about that on the blog post as well. And say you are a wedding photographer, this is a great opportunity. You could use pictures of your clients for that specific review. You can do a plain solid color background, white, whatever you fancy. This is completely customizable. And I have played with different options. I'm going to talk a little bit about that, but this is the one that I've finally come to that I feel for my brand and business really makes my awesome reviews that I've worked so hard to get stand out online. So all too often we're sitting on these amazing reviews and things people have to say about us, but we are not giving them justice on our website. And I also love this option. I have found it is one of the cleanest ones when looking on mobile view as well. So mobile view is very important to me to make sure that all of it looks seamless. And I was messing with one setting. I just noticed something I'll have to fix right here that cut off one of the first ones, or I could shorten the review a little bit. But yeah, those two are my longest reviews, so I would want to change the padding on that, but I'll show that in a minute. Okay, so I'm just going to walk you through how to create one, and I already did a test one, but I'm just going to delete that one really quick. We're going to do a new one. And so I am using photos. I grabbed a few that are actual clients, and then I also have a few stock photos that I'll throw in there as well. So the spacing looks nice. And this is so easy, and like I said, just a really great way to showcase these reviews we work so hard to get. And for the purpose of this post, I'm just going to pull from Google, my Google reviews. I also love this option because you can showcase certain sessions. You really have power to move things around a lot easier, a lot more easily, and it will automatically pull it into a grid that works and fits on the page nicely. And I like the dimension in that. So I'm going to move this one up here. Okay, so we are in here. We've got a few reviews. Let's go ahead and just grab a couple. Let's grab the first one right here. All we do here is within that gallery over the image. Oh, and I was going to also mention I used Illustrator to crop my images in a box of 1200 pixels by 1200 pixels so that it matched all my stock photos too, because I want everything to be exactly the same size. And these are bigger, but all in all, they're all the same size so that it's really consistent. But you could mix up horizontal and portrait images, but I like the squares for being just really clean and seamless. Okay, so we are just copying and pasting that. So we hovered over it, pressed the settings icon, and here is where you can do the client testimonial name. For my reviews, I opted to just leave that off so you don't even see their name, it's just the review. But if you wanted, oh, and I'll have to go into the design tab and make that show up because I did take that off to give it more space. Let's see here. We'll take Alexis here. This is so easy. Then I'll show you how to customize it in the style editor. Okay, so I'm not going to go and add all of these just because you get the idea how easy this is. And for SEO purposes, I'm not getting into SEO here today, but you can definitely tag it and categorize these just so it's one other bonus on your website for titling everything, tagging things. Okay, let's do... Okay, good enough. Fabulous. Let's go to the style editor. And because I removed my titles, like I said, I'm just going to go ahead and show you what that would be. So that was the title font. I put it at 0. Go ahead and add that back in. So there's an example of that. You'll obviously customize to your brand. Another option, I'm very light and airy, so I opt to keep things bright and then put the white box behind it so you can see the text nice and easily. But another option you really could do is do a darker overlay. Say your style is a bit moodier. And we'll just go ahead and remove the box and set the body color as white. Okay, same thing here. So you can clearly see that you can change this style however you like, put them all together. I like to have padding on mine. I don't know why that didn't go, but that should have gone. Oh, that's that padding. Oops, I meant to do here. Say you want them all to flow together. You can definitely do that as well. Okay, and quickly I was going to touch on, so I have played with, and I'm going to cancel because I want to keep it how I had it. Here is how you can play with the gallery. I have played with all of these. Packed is not a bad way to go either. It just makes some of the images bigger and pop a little bit more. I'm not sure why my thing is being so wonky right now. It just makes the images a bit bigger, which is really cool still, but I like it that it's a little bit smaller with the split. Grid, it's a grid, all the same size. Grid is also a great option if you want it all the same, just like that. That does not look bad either. But I like the split because it really just syncs it nicely and keeps it all in line together. If you, depending on, however many reviews you have, you can apply spacing. Let's see here. Okay, I thought that I was in love with the slideshow option a while back, and I did that, but quickly realized that the mobile viewing, and I'm sure there's a code out there somewhere, but I was having a really hard time getting it to look nice on a mobile view. And I'm going to try to show you that right here. Well, that actually doesn't look terrible. But I don't want it, it doesn't look terrible because I have it that big. So when it came down to it, I did not want the gallery to be that large when viewing from a desktop. So I was having a hard time figuring out how to make that look right. So I just found that the split looked a whole heck of a lot better. And I'm not sure what's happening. It should not still be on that. So let me go back here and see if it went back to my settings. Yes, it did. Okay, and the more reviews you have, I think for this design, it makes it look better, having 3 columns like that. So that's it, you guys. Super easy. You can customize this however you like, make it on brand. I do talk about the stock that I buy. I think I already mentioned that, but have fun with this and send me links to your site. I can't wait to see how you incorporate this and fine tune it to fit you and your style. And I hope it gets you lots of new clients.